the tail of the tape or a code of honor or anything, because Mosh and Thrasher mean business.
The Briscoes hold 2 controversial victories over the Guardians of Truth, the men underneath those hoods, the Headbangers.
Yeah, but again, why did they hide their identities? Why did they do it? Their reputations, second to none. But nonetheless, Mosh and Thrasher now here, unmasked and free, with the demise of the House of Truth. What can they do to them boys, and can they get back on the winning trail?
Well, Kevin, you know that underhanded tactics of the Headbangers definitely have something to do with the hoopla, courtesy of Truth Martini.
Uncle Mule kick in from the outside, splash there from Jay. Mark tagged in as the legal man. Hold it, look out, from behind, using his head. Thrasher just sends Mark Briscoe down and into the barricade, my goodness.
Thrasher putting on the brakes of the redneck kung fu.
And now rolling him back in. Tagging himself in. Damage done, and here we go. Of course, in the hour.
Look at the marks on the back of Mark Briscoe, courtesy of that steel guardrail, unforgiving.
Absolutely. And it's going to be wild and out of control at Final Battle in that 3-team tag match. Tag team titles on the line, sudden death rules. Briscoes, Coleman and Alexander against Scum. First team to beat the champs is new champions. All Carino and Jacobs have to do is beat one of the 2 challenging teams, but in the process, they got to survive a holy hell beat from 4 guys and want the gold off of them in the worst way.
Kevin, let's be straight. It's going to be a horse race. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a Pier 6 brawl.
Certainly is. And you saw some vintage offense there from the Headbangers. So now can the Headbangers find a way to end the night for them boys? Oh my goodness! Mark Briscoe just bounced off the arena floor. The cold, unforgiving thin layer of matting.
Kevin, we're in the ice garden. They don't call it the ice garden for a reason. There's an ice rink underneath that floor.
And if this was not enough, now a vertical suplex. Headbangers savoring the violence they're displaying. Oh my, right to the small of the back.
Jay Briscoe is incensed on the apron. He really wants in. Paul Turner distracted while the Headbangers go to work on Mark Briscoe on the outside.
And now, close to making that tag, but no. Off the second rope. Mosh, legal, 2 count.
They don't call him Mosh for nothing. That's a move you could see in a mosh pit at any Motley Crue concert.
Well, that's what these guys have been all about. That's where they came from. That's how they became friends over 2 decades ago in the punk scene. And they've honed their craft, and they've competed against the best all around the world, and now they're here in ROH, and they want to end the Briscoes on their road to Final Battle, Sunday, December 16th. Mark Briscoe needs to man up. Big Brother Jay ready for the tag. Thrasher tagged in. Oh, and he knocks Jay Briscoe down off the apron before Mark could make the tag. How much more of this can Mark Briscoe withstand, and how much more of this can Jay Briscoe take?
In comes Thrasher, eats a boot from Mark.
Down low, up high, tag made in just the nick of time. And here we go, toe-to-toe.
Jay Briscoe, the leader of the new Ring of Honor Revolution.
Drop kick. Up on the shoulders now. Death Valley driver, center of the ring, leg is hooked, 2 and a whole bunch. Wow, that was close to 3.
A great battle between the unconventional tag team of the 90s and the unconventional team of the new millennium.
The Briscoes are 1-1 with Carino and Jacobs. They've beat them before. Coleman and Alexander are 1-1 as well.
Here we go, here comes that redneck kung fu. Hits that elbow.
1, 2. Thrasher in to break it up. Who will get the better of Carino and Jacobs at Final Battle? Or will Scum retain the gold? Will the Briscoes survive? I don't know. My God. What a boot from Jay after Mark just got elevated all the way to the floor.
Irish whip reversed by Thrasher. Double pancake.
But wait a minute now. Mark Briscoe back on his feet, somehow fighting back, dragging Thrasher out of the ring, leaving Mosh and Jay Briscoe.
Small package.
2, got it!
Briscoes defeat the Headbangers.